Hello, this is the presentation for the Arduino project for Dr. Shui's class, Microprocessor Design Systems. My name is Abdullah Safdar and I am currently a senior going for electrical engineering as a major.
Hello, my name is Sarfaraz and I'm doing electrical engineering at Prairie View A&M University.
This is just a cover page for the slides that we're doing. So what is basically Arduino Uno? Arduino Uno is an open source hardware named after the King Arduino, who was actually from Italy during the years of 1002 and 1014. Arduino hardware and software were made open source for public and licensed under the Creative Commons license. It is a microcontroller that can be used by experts and amateurs alike to create electronic projects. Sensors, actuators, and the Arduino board make it easy to work in the world of interactive sensing and objects. So we have some technical specifications for Arduino board right here, the ATmega 3328P. The board has all the necessary peripherals for the user to start making meaningful projects with microcontrollers. The board has 14 digital inputs and output pins, out of which 6 can be used as PWM outputs, 6 analog inputs as a 16 megahertz quartz crystal, a USB connection, a power jack, and ICSP header, and a reset button, and much more. And these sensors give input to the board and then sends the output to the actuators to get the job done. Powering the board. It has a DC power jack between 7 to 12 volts, a 5 volt USB connector option, or the WIN pin of the board that is also between 7 to 12 volts. In fact, the board can operate on an external supply from 6 to 20 volts. It is supplied with less than 7 volts. However, the 5 pin may supply less than 5 volts and the board may become unstable. If using more than 12 volts, the voltage regulator may overheat and damage the board for the same reasons. Recommended voltage range is between 7 to 12 volts. And the sources we use is arduino.cc, as you can see in there. There are certain more technical specifications for the ATmega 8328P with 8 bits and 16 megahertz AVR. So this is the memory that this microcontroller contains. Has a 2 KB of SRAM and 32 kilobytes on chip system reprogrammable flash memory. Advantages and disadvantages of Arduino. One of the biggest advantages of the Arduino board is that it is open source hardware and anyone can develop their own board by following the given instructions to the Arduino. Anyone who wants to learn Arduino can easily add a low cost. Moreover, IDE software for Arduino is compatible with all major OS systems like Windows, Mac, Linux, etc. It is also easy to code as its instruction set is derived from C and C++. This is particularly beneficial for beginners who don't know assembly language code and microcontroller architecture. Disadvantages are large size and currently being limited to the small number of MCUs. बचत हो गई डांट पड़ने वाली नहीं मैंने बक बक कर दी है बस इतनी मेरा दोबारा करने का दिल नहीं
क्या करना है? कमरे में चलते हैं यार, उस कमरे में चलते हैं आईटी।
श्योर
हाँ,
अगर वहाँ पे बुलशिट हो रही हो फिर
यहाँ से कम ही बुलशिट।
अभी 2 मिनट में फारिग हो जाते हैं।
अबे यार अंदर ही चलते हैं। Arduino in the industry. The Arduino is making its way into the industry as well due to its low cost and reliable supply, replacing PLCs in industrial control. Since it provides a PC connection interface to the machines, more precise control and waste reduction is possible. Moreover, in field modifications are easier and cheaper to perform with Arduino with PLCs. An example of Arduino in industry is its use for JF Machines Ltd, a company that manufactures industrial digital printing machines. For example, by giving Arduino the ability to override the input to the machine's main stepper motor, they were able to make the machine reverse after stopping, reducing waste of several meters and expensive inkjet paper. Once we had effective two-way communication between printing machines and the PC, we were able to implement new features like batch counting and stopping automatically at the end of the job. Another fantastic waste feature, Arduino in education, creative technologies in the classroom. Arduino runs a CTC program for students in upper secondary ages to introduce them to basics programming, electronic and machines. Arduino is really useful. CTC, a series of projects and experiments with detailed documentation, step-by-step instructions, and video tutorials for teachers to include this learning in the school curriculum. The Arduino is also used by students of engineering at the bachelor's and master's level.